Hey, what is happening, you freshly squeezed Froakie, coming at you with an updated Conkeldurr build. Now, not a whole lot has changed. We did get the Premium Power Pro. Before I talk about it, though, let's talk about Conkeldurr first. For those of you who don't know, Stage 2, 180 HP. The first attack is Tantrum for fighting. It does 80. This Pokemon is now confused, but we actually don't play any fighting energy, so we actually can't use that attack. We only use the Gutsy Swing from the Conkeldurr. For a fighting in triple colors, it does 250, but if this Pokemon is affected by a special condition, all energy in this attack's cost is ignored. So that means if we can just get a special condition on it, we're good to go. And we do that through the Brute Bonnet with its Toxic Powder, which has once in your turn, if this Pokemon has an Ancient Capsule attached to it, you can leave both active Pokemon poisoned, which we play 2 of these, and 3 Ancient Booster Energy Capsule. So we can poison our Conkeldurrs and do 250 damage for 0 energy on the Conkeldurr. So we play a 4-3 Conkeldurr line, 4-0-3. I don't play any Girder. I did have the Girder in here initially, but I just don't think it really does. It's just bad. It's just not very good. We have Rare Candy. I think that's good enough. The other attacker we play in here, and our aggressive early game attacker, is actually the Fan Rotom. So not only can we use the Fan Call to find our Dunsparces, because we are playing the Dunsparce draw engine in this deck, so we play a ton of Pokemon Search to recycle the Dunsparces over and over and over again. 4 Buddy Poffin, 2 Artazon, 3 Ultra Ball, and 4 Great Ball. I did have 4 Ultra Ball in here initially and no Great Ball, but I did find myself like needing more Pokemon Search. And I also found that the 4 Ultra Ball felt like really overkill. They're still good because just getting what you need when you need it is good for the Pokemon, but overall it did feel a little overkill. So I went to a higher Great Ball count, lower Ultra Ball count, 3 Ultra Ball, and 4 Great Ball. But yeah, the early game looks like Fan Rotom to get the Dunsparces, and then Jet Energy the Fan Rotom into the active and attack with it with the Assault Landing on the first turn of the game. And that's why we play 4 Colress Tenacity to help with that combo there. We can Colress Tenacity on the first turn of the game for our Stadium card. If we need to get the Fan Rotom or a Timburr specifically, we can get the Artazon, but we also have a Town Store to help us find our tool cards. And we have a Gravity Mountain here as well to reduce the HP of Stage 2 Pokemon, so we can turn that 250 into an effective 280. Actually, the 250 is effectively 260 because the Brute Bonnet doesn't only poison our Conkeldurr, it poisons our opponent's active Pokemon as well. So the Gutsy Swing effectively does 260 damage, which KOs stuff like Golden Go, but we come up a little bit short on stuff like Cerulege, or Dragapult EX, Charizard EX, Gardevoir EX, the big Stage 2 Pokemon. So we have Mochis in here, which says our poison Pokemon does 40 more damage to our opponent's active Pokemon. So that it turns that Gutsy Swing from an effective 260 to an effective 300. That still comes up short on stuff like Charizard, though. And that's where the Premium Power Pros come in, or the Gravity Mountain, which says each Stage 2 Pokemon to play both yours and your opponents gets minus 30 HP. So the Premium Power Pros specifically are like really powerful up against stuff like the Mega Lucario, because it is a Stage 1, so the Gravity Mountain doesn't affect it, but it has 340 HP, which is a lot of HP. But the Conkeldurr with a Mochi and both Premium Power Pros, I know it's a lot to ask, but that does get us an effective 1-hit KO on a Lucario, and that's more than enough to swing the prize trade in our favor, or just 2-hit KO it, like 2 1-prizers trading into a 2-prizer. You could even get a Fan Rotom involved as well, like Fan Rotom plus Conkeldurr, and Fan Rotom can go further than just the Assault Landing for the 70 damage. Of course, like I said, that's like, we want to choose second and turn 1 Assault Landing. Colress Tenacity helps us get there almost every single time. But we also have Hilda in here as well as the other supporter in the deck besides Boss's Orders, of course, and this finds an evolution Pokemon or an energy card and then puts it into our hand, so that can be another way to get the Jet Energy to get our Fan Rotom rolling in the early game. Just depends on what else we have in the rest of the hand, but we're not using Jet Energy for the Fan Rotom or for our mobility. The other thing you might have noticed in this deck, there's no mobility cards besides Jet Energy. And the Jet Energy is basically like an infinite mobility card. So like in the mid game, if our opponent bosses up our Brute Bonnet to try and trap it in the active, because it does have 3 retreat cost, we could jet up our Conkeldurr and attack with our Conkeldurr. But if it's our last Jet Energy, then our opponent could boss up our Brute Bonnet again, and then we could just get stuck. But what you can do instead is jet up a Dudunsparce and then use the runaway draw from Dudunsparce to shuffle it back into the deck with the Jet Energy, and we basically have an infinite mobility cycle between Jet Energy and Dudunsparce. But when we're not Jet Energying, we want to be using Enriching Energy, which is basically the draw engine of this deck. Colress Tenacity only gets us at most 2 cards. Same thing with Hilda, but they both search for an energy card. And that means we can go search for the Enriching Energy, which says it's a colorless energy, but when you attach this card from your hand to a Pokemon, you draw 4 cards, which is insane draw value from your attachment for turn. And because Conkeldurr attacks for free with the Gutsy Swing, we don't have to ever attach to our Conkeldurr, which means we can just attach Enriching Energy over and over and over again onto a Dunsparce, and then shuffle the Dunsparce back into the deck with the Enriching Energy, and repeat that until we win the game, which is pretty cool. So that's our main draw engine in the deck, is the Enriching Energy, Colress Tenacity, Hilda combo with the Dunsparce. It's a pretty cool draw engine, I'm not gonna lie. Conkeldurr is the main attacker. Fan Rotom is the early game attacker. The Dunsparce is the draw engine. Brute Bonnet is how we poison our Conkeldurr. And then we also have an Ursaluna in here, because it is like a little bit of a easier Pokemon to set up at the end of the game to take our final 2 prize cards. A little bit easier to set up and just bench an Ursaluna and attack than to candy a Timburr into a Conkeldurr while making sure we keep the Brute Bonnet with the Ancient Capsule in play. And you can actually hit a little bit harder with the Ursaluna than most decks can, because we do play the Mochi in here, so you can put a Mochi on the Ursaluna, poison the Ursaluna, and then we're all of a sudden doing 280, effectively 290 damage with the Ursaluna EX, which also, with Gravity Mountain, KO's Dragapult EX, which is kind of cool, but KO stuff like Cerulege as well, which is pretty dope. So yeah, that's our late game attacker in the Ursaluna. It's just a more efficient Conkeldurr basically at the end of the game in most situations. So we got the Colress Tenacity, we got 3 Hildas. I have 2 Boss's Orders in here. I'm not sold on the 2 Boss's Orders. I could see us going down to just 1, or like maybe 1 and a counter catcher would also be pretty good as well. So something to maybe experiment around with a little bit there. For the Pokemon search, like I said, we got a lot. 4 Poffin, 4 Great Ball, 3 Ultra Ball, and the 2 Artazon, 4 Candy, of course. I did have a Girder in here, but did not like the Girder, so Girder got axed. No more Girder. A little bit of Pokemon recovery. Usually in builds I've played, builds I've seen, they just play 3 Brute Bonnet and sometimes no recovery. But I found it to be nice to have the recovery card. Sometimes people will just like aggressively chase our Brute Bonnets, but that's usually fine. That is one thing you want to avoid. Don't put the Brute Bonnet in play with an Ancient Energy Capsule unless you feel like it's safe to do so, because if we're not attacking with Conkeldurr that turn and we need it, that's going to be one of our opponent's primary targets to disrupt our setup, either to bring it up in the active and trap it for a turn, which means we have to use Jet instead of Enriching to draw cards, or they'll just KO it, and then we could start to run out of Brute Bonnets, or more importantly in this build, because we do play the Sacred Ash, we'll run out of Ancient Booster Energy Capsule, leading us to just not be able to poison our Conkeldurrs and losing the game because we just can't attack. So keep that in mind. Only 2 Mochi in here, but the 2 Mochi feels like more than enough to win games. And then 3 Jet, 1 Enriching. The Town Store is also nice because we do play Colress Tenacity. We do play some pretty important tool cards, namely the Ancient Energy Booster Capsule, but the Mochi comes up as well. So being able to use our supporter to find a stadium, which is the Town Store that then finds us a tool, is pretty good for pulling our combos together. And that's the build. Let's jump into some action, and I'll show y'all how it runs. Can I please just donk you, bro? Bro, just come on, let me donk you, bro. Come on, one time, bro. Let me donk, let me donk, let me donk. So lucky to have 2 Charmanders here. Hold up, price checking? No, I only prize 1 Rare Candy. Tim's. We're all timmed up. Oh, no. For Poke Beach, Mega Dragonite is coming out in Japan's next set in late November. So our January set, or sometime around there, like some have said. Yeah, okay, sure. You're part of the problem, Saltine. Continue to spread this misinformation, propagating the existence of Dragonite. What is your end goal here? What do you gain from making us all think that Dragonite exists? Just join no recovery plus Ultra Ball feels alright for you? Yeah, it's not that big of a deal, I don't think. Just don't Ultra Ball away the good cards. The cards we need. What game are you playing? What do you gain from all of this? I'm just getting ahead of the meta manipulation. Please ignore my obvious agenda. Really want to innovate the Alakazam list? I mean, I made my list. I don't know what you really mean besides that, though. Oh, what I was going to say earlier, because someone brought up the Rockets deck. And the Rockets deck that I looked at, I mean, it was kind of like whatever. That's like a pretty normal Rockets deck. It wasn't anything crazy. But I am excited for Rockets with Wonder Patch. Having Wonder Patch for Mewtwo sounds really sick, to be honest. So you don't have to rely on some cheesy BS E-Switch combo. You can just bench Wonder Patch, attach, swing. Scaling up. Fortunately, we don't have Wonder Patch yet because unlucky. But maybe we'll get there eventually. Gotta love the turn 2 candies hard. I mean, I don't know. I feel like they kind of deserve it here for keeper. I would KO this Pidgey if I could. When I top deck Jet. No. Ooh, wait, that's pretty good too, though. Got some options. We got some options here. Let's just draw some cards and see what happens. I don't have to knock this out this turn as well. I'm not like pressed to actually take a KO. So if I don't end up KOing this, it's not the end of the world. Ooh. Well, we just kind of drew the nuts, right? Mochi. Yeah, I guess he's dead. All right, sure. You know, it wasn't necessary. I didn't need to take the KO this turn, but sure, we'll take it, man. We'll take it. Not complaining. I'm not complaining, you know? It just wasn't necessary. But we'll do the thing. Honestly, Boss at this point is like super weak. I have another one left in the deck as well. But Boss is pretty weak. Get rid of it. Conkeldurr. The PvP would have also worked here, but we shouldn't draw that. I mean, this works, obviously. Wait, does it? Am I trolling? No, I'm not trolling. It does work. I wasn't sure at first. I was like, wait a second. So what can they even do here? They can Iono me. They have to reset up Charmanders. I guess they don't have to Iono this turn. But they probably should. They don't want me to get like a more developed board. I'll make it harder for them to win. Ideally, they want to go like back-to-back Ionos. Like Iono this turn, Iono next turn. But it actually is like another... I didn't like really realize that. Like the jet energy in this build of Charizard is like even that much better because of Call for Family. Like you can jet up a Pidgey and Call for Family, which is just kind of sick, to be honest. That's something I didn't really like realize how good that is to have. Is Kong a competitive deck? No. Dude, honestly, it's better than some other decks that people like bring to tournaments thinking they have a chance to win. So I don't know, maybe. Actually, is it? No, it kind of is, to be honest. I kind of just want to throw the... I don't really care. Like, I don't care if they go chase my Enriching Energy here, so I'm just going to throw it in play. I want to find some Dunsparces. Oops, none. Okay, that is going to hurt me, maybe. I'm not going to lie. That might hurt, the fact that I put that in play. All right, this is good. I maybe should not put the energy in play. I was like, I'm gonna get a Dunsparce here for sure, right? No. 2 good prize cards. Oh wait, I prized a Jet. What did I not prize then? I don't think I prized an Ultra Ball. I think he's the best one prizer. Oof. Dude, why is this like in decks now? What's cooking? What's cooking here? Stop when we're dead. This is not the first Raging Ball I've seen this in a deck. Like, I feel like I missed the memo on this one. Are we going back to Cindy Shock's Raging Ball? Well, there's just no reason to do that, right? It's just terrible, right? Extra tech for Megas, maybe? Oh, I guess maybe it is kind of just like +1 energy through a basic Pokemon, right? Maybe, I guess, yeah. Well, maybe not for Megas specifically, but... Oh, this also might just not be Raging Ball, but... It's definitely Raging Ball, but... I guess it is just turns Nest Ball into an energy, right? Unlike Ogerpon or... Yeah, unlike Teal Mask, where like you need the energy and the basic, but... But they... I mean, I would hope that they play, what's it called, still, right? Okay, they do, yeah. Oh, with a Lily? Yeah, the Lily's interesting for sure. Shock is a hard counter to Mega Kanga. Trust. I believe you. I guess it's also an ancient Pokemon as well, so you can accelerate energy to it. Okay, the more I think about it, the more I don't like it. Or no, the more I can understand its value, but I don't know if it's worth it still, I guess. It definitely is higher value than I initially thought. I was like, dude, this card is like, what is going on here? Why is this guy in here? But the more I think about it, actually, the less I dislike it. Okay, KO in the active is basically just not happening, right? How am I approaching this here? I am fine with just punching with Fan Rotom here, to be honest. And chilling, yeah. I don't really feel pressed to do very much. If my opponent's not doing very much. I don't want to give him a good target for a Gust. Yeah, we can just punch. I'm chilling. I kind of want them to kill my Fan Rotom anyways. I don't really want Fan Rotom on my board, so. So have you watched Demon Hunters? No, I have not. Also, getting Artazon established, so if like the KO one of my Pokemon in play, I get an Artazon for the Brute Bonnet is also like a pretty big deal. So I'm down to just like, yeah, just chill, hang out, have a good time. Not feeling pressed to make anything happen here. If they once again do not attack this turn, then we'll be a little bit more aggressive, but until that happens, we're chilling. Like, we'll go into the Hilda and everything next turn. They run Wellspring, I think. Do they? I doubt it. I mean, they might. That's a Terrapagos. Alright, they definitely do. Unless that's literally just for... Dude, what is this? Unless it's just for Crown Opal, I guess. That'd be weird, though. Well, if it's Lily Bolt, they run 4 E-Switch. Oh, what? It's okay, I don't even know what I'm up against then, I guess. Sure. Yep, alright, you're right. I was like, there's no way. Apparently there is a way. And it's happening. Look out! Do they have it? Bro, you don't have it, bro. You're cheating if you have it. Okay, they don't have it. Oh, you gotta be cheating if you have that play here. Okay. I should get another Timburr on my bench, right? I'll feel pretty safe if I can do that. Otherwise I could go like E-Switch Boss. Double KO and that wouldn't be good. Wait. Now I can candy out a Conkeldurr and pass. And that feels kind of better, to be honest. I still have 2 candy left. This would also be a good time to actually Ultra Ball for Girder, to be honest. Oops. Oh, I did click down. Okay, cool. I guess we can do that as well. Don't need Gravity Mountain. Get the other lad online. Because if I go Gust KO this, I want to be able to more easily get into a Conkeldurr. Yeah, seems fine. Was it better not just kill the active? I mean, I couldn't. I used Enriching Energy to get to where I am, so. Appreciate the prime sub there. Edgar, welcome to the Rat Pack. This is just Terra Box with extra steps. Well, it's like it's trying to like be more aggressive. It's like pretty like it's kind of like the what was his name? Like the Ogerpon box. I forget who it was. Who made that deck? Who played that deck? But it's kind of like that deck a little bit, but it has Raging Bolt in there as well. I could not tell you if it's better or worse, but it's kind of like that. Hubbard? Yeah, it's like Hubbard's deck. It's exactly like that, but it has Raging Bolt in there. Just Terra E-Switch deck. This does not seem better than like just a Raging Bolt deck, though. I don't know. That's unfortunate. I was hoping that they would have to KO the Fan Rotom here. I don't really care if they KO the Girder, but maybe they'll help me out here and just KO my Fan Rotom anyways, I guess. Come on, help me out here one time. Type the Fan Rotom. Alright, whatever, man. Whatever. I didn't even... You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Don't help me out here. I think we definitely want to continue to cycle through the deck here. I already knocked them out. I don't even need anything. I guess I could have used Artazon first there, actually. I'll burn this. It's pretty low value at this point. Oh, I should have got the other Timburr out of that. I can kill that Timburr in my hand. Oops. Forgot we had more Tims in the deck. Keep this guy set up. I don't know if they play Hand Disruption, but I think better safe than sorry here. Swing. I guess I could have burned the other thing. Yeah. Bro, you don't need energy to KO with Conk. It says your attack costs 0 if you have a special condition. Oh shit, really? That's insane. Could have retreated Could a bench Boopernock Capsule, retreat Rhodey, and leave a bench space open? Oh, shoot. I didn't know I could retreat under Sob from Wellspring Mask Ogerpon. I guess next time I'll cheat. I wonder if it's correct for them to put 120 on Conk on that attack. Honestly, if they feel like they could have set up another Water Pond, that probably was the better play. Yeah, if they feel like they could have Water Pond here, they probably should have put the 120 on the Conk for sure. But if not, then this was like a fair play. Just ignore reality. Embrace the power. I decide what warrants. Disregard backs. Hey, don't be mean. I'm sorry. No, you're good, Moonlight. I was just showing you. Cheat is a possible play here. I mean, if they don't catch me, like, I mean, it's fair game, you know? That is crazy. Some people actually genuinely say that. Shoot. What is it? What is the quote I've heard before? Oh yeah, if you're not cheating, you're not trying, bro. Some unhinged behavior. I think we just win at this point, right? I don't even know if they play hand disruption. They would have to play hand disruption. Yeah, I don't know. It's just... Who? What? Badiz? Why am I getting Badooed here? What is this? What are these shenanigans? I kind of want to leave Fan Rotom active here to be honest. Why am I getting Badooed? Oh, did they whiff the KO? Okay, they probably whiffed the KO. I was like, dude, I'm like so confused. I'm like, what is going on here? How is this ever the play? But yeah, they probably just whiffed. I mean, I'm gonna look for a boss here, I guess. But I want to shuffle the Jet back in the deck. Oh wait, but if I shuffle back and I have to... Oh, I can promote Fan Rotom here. That's fine. Oh, all right, no boss. That's fine. Well, I could cycle another one. I don't really want to cycle another one though. I'm just gonna go promote. Force. Get Artazon established again. Get Enriching. Actually, my hand is so good right now. I'd rather draw into the Enriching Energy, right? So I don't want the Enriching because if they Iono me here, I mean, I don't know if they play Iono, but if they do, you got to be prepared for it. Oh, they have to discard. I was wondering why it was frozen. Dude, these pawns are... Wait, couldn't the pawn have KO'd this? Maybe not. Yeah, I'm not sure this one's losable. I'm not going to lie. Unless my opponent's got something crazy over there. I feel like they're pretty cooked. I misinterpreted the rules, just Belichicking it. Bro, what the heck? Why are you going after Belichick with this? Crazy. If it's just a copy paste of the City League list, then there's no hand disruption? Imagine if they play Kyurem and Trifrost you for one. I mean, I don't want to imagine that. That would be bad. Can we not imagine this? What if we just like try to imagine good things? Like my opponent playing no hand disruption, let me just get the free dub at this point. Unless I'm wrong, this matchup seems kind of bad for Radiant Bolt. Oh yeah, it is. We're definitely favoring this matchup. Yeah, let's not imagine Kyurem. But imagine if they did have a Kyurem here or there. That'd just be insane for them to have a Kyurem here. That would be so absurd. All right, chase the conch. You know, reasonable strategy. It's not going to work, but it's not terrible. You got to hope for something here. Okay, I was actually thinking about this. I feel like I've approached the end game with Conkeldurr actually pretty poorly in the past. Like, I should just set up for Ursaluna now, right? Like, I should just play for Ursaluna to win the game. I shouldn't need, like, to play around hand disruption at maximum efficiency here. We just like chill, right? You still got more Tims? I do, but do I not just want access to another Dunsparce is what I'm thinking. Like, wouldn't it be better for me to go like Gorsh? Actually, I don't even, like, I could get another Tim. We could Tim it up here. Or could just not, you know what I'm saying? We could just hit him with one of these. Play. I guess I Hilda to get it, because I want to save Ultra Ball to find the Ursaluna. And then we can go Evolve. Candy. If we're trying to maximize efficiency here, I think it's like play. Bench. Jet active. Poison. You still have one jet left. Like, yeah, if they go Iono knockout, would I rather have more draw power in play? The possibility of more draw power? Or I guess would I rather have a Timburr on my bench? Honestly, I kind of like the idea of the more draw power and just win through Ursaluna. Not sure though. Like, this feels pretty good to me, you know? I don't know. Seems good. Why am I benching Ursa there? Honestly, good question. Why don't I just bench Ursaluna there? Because I have two attackers fully set up, ready to go, right? Yeah, I should just bench Ursaluna, yeah. There's no reason, actually, honestly. I was like, if we have the Ursaluna, we should just bench the Ursaluna, yeah. Then we just have two attackers in play. Yeah. Good call. I like overthought it. I still overthought it. I was like, benching Timburr here doesn't make a ton of sense, I don't feel like. Because we want to be able to have two attackers in play, and Timburr's not a guaranteed attacker, so making more space for more draw power can lead us into increasing our odds of getting the attacker. But if the attacker's a basic Pokemon I can put on my bench right now, then sure. Just do that. I guess we would only not do that if they had two prize cards left, but in this situation they have three, so we could just bench Ursaluna. If you're having Dudunsparce kind of makes it redundant. What do you mean, Fear Side? And we do have to time out Jesse here. We're on our no longer being toxic to YouTube chat arc, Jesse. Well, now you can just pass to win. Not quite. We're almost there. I think they mean redundant. Dude, all this just to get bonked by Ursaluna. Dude, I thought it wasn't letting me bench it at first. Wait, that was a compliment? Are we not allowed to acknowledge YouTube's past? Nah, you're trolling, Saltine. You're trolling. Stop trolling. Stop trolling. Stop trolling. Jesse was simply recognizing the growth in the YouTube community. Nah, you're trolling. You're trolling. Beyond beefy, actually. Would you support violence towards ducks? I wouldn't say that per se. But you know, I don't mind seeing a duck like the Psyduck go down. Ooh, I need a price check here. Okay. Fan Rotom. Let's go. Let's get it. He's not priced. Done and Ooh, 2 capsules prize is not great. Hopefully this Fan Rotom goes not the distance. We don't need it to fully carry us, but got a Mochi in here. What else did I prize then? Oh, my Riching? Dude, not the Riching energy. The chip Riching energy, bro. Rip. Or Rich. Prize the chip Richie energy, bro. Never lucky. It's a good prize card still, though, because I priced 2 of them, so it could become a problem later if we don't find them. Honestly, Iron Bundle might be good in this deck as well to get like more early cheesy Fan Rotom KOs. They play Force of Vitality, so they either have 2 of these or like 1 of these and an Artazon or something like that, probably. You a fan of the Duduns now, Azul? No, I never disliked. I never wasn't a fan of the Dunsparce. The Dunsparce is cool. It was just really bad in all the decks that people were playing it in. In the decks that it's good in, it's good. But most of the time, it's just bad. Because people are playing it in decks where it's bad. But when it's good, it's good. But when it's bad, it's really bad. And people were playing it in a lot of... People were playing it in a lot of decks where it was bad. Pretty tempting to just get another prize card, to be honest. I got the Evolve as well. Do I ever want to cycle this one specifically? Probably not. Yeah. This is pretty tempting, to be honest. Candy the Conkeldurr is not very tempting, though. I don't want to lose all of those reasons. Like, I'm okay for them to chase a Timburr. I'll candy a Conkeldurr when I have, like, 2 of them candied or something like that. No Riching energy yet? Still? Bruh. Dunsparce was pretty bad in Ethan's Typhlosion. Dunsparce is pretty bad in most things. It's like not good in many things. It's good in this deck. It's good in the Moon deck. The card honestly sucks. The only other thing I want to do that turn was I want to Colress Tenacity for Artazon. Wait, that doesn't KO me, right? What? Is that even legal? I didn't expect for my guy to get bopped there. Everybody bopped. Everybody booped. And pricing Enriching Energy is really bad. It's so bad. Holy. Oops. We have a really big prize lead, though, so we can, like, not do stuff for a couple turns and still probably be okay. Also, I'm not even getting attacked next turn unless they play Rare Candy. And then even then, they'd have to find the candy combo, so we're still chilling. Oh, that's huge. Yeah, what's it called? It just wasn't very good in the decks that people were playing it in. But it is good in the decks that it's good in. But the decks people were playing it in, it was bad in. What do I even want to do this turn? I should just KO the active, right? I wouldn't hate to top deck to Dunsparce and then Fan Rotom KO this Roselia, though, to force him to have Gust next turn to get around it. Because then even if they have Gust to get around it, I can just punch them with Fan Rotom again. And then it's like reset up our board. But it's fine if we don't get that. Are you going to Las Vegas Regionals? Currently I plan to, but we'll see. No promises. Dude, another... Can you chill? Like, come on, bro. Leave me alone. I think Goldengo got a pass because testing the Dunsparce EX was worth it when Cornerstone was super popular, but it sucked. I mean, like, yeah, but like, I only started hating on Dudunsparce post-testing it. Like, I played with the deck and I was like, wait, this is just terrible. What are we doing here? Why are we inting so hard? And then I started preaching the good word of how terrible it was. Kind of a squad there. It's a pretty weak draw. It's a pretty weak draw so far. Can we step it up a little bit here, fellas? Like, what are we doing? Come on. Give me the juice. I need a Mick Jet energy. Dude, you guys are killing me here, bro. What are we doing? They only have one Iono left, so it's pretty unlikely they have it. So I'm gonna go with another Dunsparce here, I think. Like, what are we doing, squad? What are you doing to me here? Get it together, man. Would have been nice to have shuffled the deck first, because there were some good cards on the bottom of the deck there, I believe. That's Revisionist History. Diduni X was Buns. Everyone was on Caesar. No, people were trying to make the Dunsparce EX work for... That's Revisionist History. People were trying to make the Dunsparce EX work as like an out to Cornerstone for sure. They definitely were. But the deck was just so much worse with the Dunsparce. It just was not worth it. There's definitely better things to play. There's the goal of testing. Yes, exactly. But listen, I tried to help people, bro. Once I realized that they were wrong for wanting to play the card, I was like, no, just it's garbage. Do not play it. I've been re-educated. YouTube chatters are the best. Welcome back, Jesse. Yeah, Twitch chat's gonna be wondering if I got what YouTube chat has on me at this point. What's your honest opinion about Ethan's Typhlosion? The deck is probably the S tier BDIF for sure. Like the Bossing Say meme. YouTube chat is fantastic. Typhlosion? It's probably not competitive, but your Poltnor matchup got better with Psyduck. I just don't know how much better. No clue how much better. It definitely got better, though. You're on Pidgeot in Typhlosion? I have no clue. Or no two prizers? Well, you definitely always play Fez. I didn't even kill this guy? Bro! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. I have two Moches in there. We can get the one hit on this. Well, I guess I'm not gonna one hit it this game though. Actually, I might just punch them with Fan Rotom here. It kind of sounds better, to be honest. Yeah, why would I punch with... Yeah, I should punch him with Fan Rotom here. How much do I care about getting value out of my Artazon use this turn? I care like a little bit about it. I care a little bit. Wait, I drew... That's still not enough. Okay. I guess if they play Monkey Dory would be my concern. Because I'm giving them fuel for Monkey Dory. I don't think they play Monkey Dory though, so should be safe. I would like to Ultra Ball 4 a Conkeldurr, to be honest, but I don't know what I'd actually give up here. I'll still probably need a couple. I don't think I'd give up anything. I think I just punch, to be honest. I'm not expecting to get Iono this turn, because they only have one Iono left. What does BDIF mean? Best deck in format. Which is what it sounds like, just the best deck in the format. But don't confuse the format with the metagame. Metagame and format are two different things. Format is the card pool, metagame is what people are currently playing in the current moment in time. Okay, so when you open up another stream, does it also scroll down a little bit for you too? Maybe? I don't know what you mean. Yeah, maybe, Format eclipses the metagame once people know the truth. What does that mean? No, dude, they have the 4th Iono? Bro! It's fine. It's not even that big of a deal. It's not even that big of a deal. It's just an, oh, shoot. It maybe is a big deal. Hold up. My hand is dead. Dude, I was like, there's no way I get Iono this turn, right? I guess I should have benched the Dunsparce to play around them having the 4th Iono. And they have counter catch a KO Conkeldurr? Honestly, I'm actually fine with that for how dead my hand is. I should have Ultra Balled for the Dunsparce there, I'm not gonna lie. Losable. Oh, I can punch him with Conk though, right? We can just Conk punch for damage. Sure. I don't KO them. But our deck is mostly good top decks, but not fully. Where would you put Eden's Typhlosion based on meta performance? I have no clue. I mean, it would be like tier 5. I don't know. It's just Typhlosion is just probably not competitive. I don't know. I haven't done a tier list. I don't really have a. If I haven't done a tier list, I haven't really thought about a tier list. So yeah, I don't know. Fear Tomb coming? Fear Tomb's not scary at all, to be honest. This is getting kind of scary though. I'm getting a little scared, man. I'm getting a little scared. It's a wee bit. Yeah, I haven't done a tier list yet, so I don't really have like a. It's just not something I've like thought about. I haven't thought about like where decks stand in the current metagame. It's like Guardy's tier S, Poltnor's probably tier 2, and then everything else is between tier 2 and under it. That's the extent that I've thought about where decks stand right now in the metagame. That's it. Okay, I'm feeling better. We're chilling. I still have a Timburr left if I ever need it. I don't have to attack this turn as well. If we attack this turn, that's cool, but if not, that's fine. All right. Okay, the enriching is good. Promote, enriching. Might not be a Hilda angle, but I'm Hildaing anyways. Oh, I only have one capsule in here. I do have a town store though. I do have a town store. We're probably not attacking this turn, to be honest, which is fine. We'll attack next turn. Still not attacking. I can still shuffle this guy in, right? I want to play this though. No, the Hilda's good because it finds Enriching next turn. Fuck. Maybe I shouldn't have played this. I have a rare candy left. Alright, we could do this. Although Find a Friend was pretty good there too, right? Yeah, Find a Friend was also pretty good there though. Huh. They're down double Vitality 4, so they're probably out of them, but I might want to keep this. I might want a Town Store next turn. Well, no, I have this in hand, so I don't want a Town Store next turn. I might want a Town Store the turn after. I mean, maybe I still want Town Store next turn. Alright, it's fine. I should have I usually should have used Jet Find a Friend there, to be honest. I think I misplayed there. Oh wait, I already used Enriching though, didn't I? Yeah, never mind. I trolled, yeah. I did it like so long ago at the beginning of my turn. I didn't even think about it. I did Riching Energy that turn. Chip Riching Energy. Okay, we can't whiff here. We can't whiff here. I mean, if we whiff here, we lose. So we have to not whiff here. We could whiff here, though. Here we go again. I don't have an Artazon left, though, right? I don't. I have the tool card, though. And I just need to get the guy. I have 2 of them in here and 2 Ultra Ball. Oh my gosh, my odds are so high of getting there. And I can also possibly triple Dunsparce this turn. What the heck? We don't whiff these. We don't whiff these. Okay, we didn't whiff. I did prize my other tool card, but I'm either getting the boss or the tool card with the prize cards. How much am I doing right now? 250. Go Reds. Yo. I can find Enriching Energy. Oh no, I don't want to play that yet, do I? Oh no, I do. I go like this. Get Enriching. Okay. I have no tool cards in the deck right now, so playing this doesn't even make any sense. I guess we just hold up Premium Power Pros here as well. Wait, yes. Chillin', yeah. I maybe should just like played these though. Maybe they're Ultra Ball. Well, I could have just like played them, to be honest, just to play them, get them out of the deck. I'm not sure about playing that Ultra Ball there, to be honest. Oh no, I shouldn't ever need boss though. I should always have to go through the active, whether it's Ursaluna or not. Okay, we got this, so it's just over. I should have put the Town Store in play though, in case they have. When they played 4 Ion, did they play a PAL pad? And could they even access the Ion even if they did? Probably not. Got a Vegas spot last night. Do I go? If you want to go. If you want to go and it makes sense for you to go. If you're going to go to a regional this year, Vegas is probably the one, to be honest. Town Store play means you don't KO, so you'd go down to 400 HP. Well, I could have played a Premium Power Pro, right? I could have gone Town Store Premium Power Pro. But it shouldn't matter one way or another, I don't think. Okay, yeah, we just win. Dude, this did get a little scary here, though. But it's because I misplayed. Did misplay.